Erik Jesberger standing alongside head coach and general manager Jason Binkley. Coach, great to catch up with you after this offseason. First and foremost, how was the time with the family and the preparation heading into this year?
It was too long of a summer. Obviously, not making playoffs was frustrating, but we pushed and we tried there at the end of the season. Being home, having some time off was nice to relax a little bit, but the honest truth is there was a lot of work put in this summer, both by myself, the staff, the office, everybody. So we've made a very big push. We've made a lot of changes to what's going on around here, and that just didn't happen overnight. So in one sense, it sucked to have a long summer, but that long summer also helped us to position us for this season.
And getting a chance to put your product, as you've grown through this training camp and offseason, up against an opponent for the first time this weekend. Where's the excitement level for you and the locker room buzz heading into Adirondack?
Well, it's nice to finally just be to a game, right? So our training camps are shorter than other teams or other leagues, right? So for us, we've been on the ice since Saturday. We've thrown a lot at them, a lot of teaching, a lot of learning on their part. So my message to them was, now we have to see how you guys have comprehended it. How are you going to play in the game? How are you going to play for your teammates? How are you going to be as an individual? All that stuff. So for us, we're very excited to see these guys in live game action. It's hard to fully judge everybody just through practices, but now that we're getting into the real thing, they need to be ready to go and show what they can do.
Your training camp roster currently at 25 total players. How pleased are you with the offseason additions and work put in by some of the tryout invites as well?
Yeah, everyone has been ready to go. Regardless of what they've done, we had to skate them and get them in shape. That just comes with the nature of what we do. But definitely some guys, Lou Felix Denis, Brock Caulfield, Broman, some of these guys we've picked up. Logan Britt was a late season addition or late summer addition via trade. So all these guys have come in, and I'm expecting high things for them. Like, there's no hiding it. There's no beating around the bush. Like, we have high expectations as a coaching staff, as an organization, for what these players can do. And so now that we've had the opportunity to do it ourselves and, really put our stamp on things, I hope that the fans and everybody are a lot more pleased and happy with the effort and the output of what's going to be on the ice.
Many of those players garnering some experience at the American Hockey League level, as well as work with the Flyers development camp back in the summer. Current player, Powell Connor, he's still with the Hershey Bears, as well as you're getting the return of Connor McMiniman and Lou Felix Denis back from Syracuse. Some of the status updates with Powell Connor, as well as player and Ivan Mongo, listed as not yet reported.
Okay, so PC, he will be back to us soon. With Mongo, he suffered a injury in summer training, and he is unfortunately not going to be able to report to us for a while.
Thank you for that update, Coach. Looking at the additions to your roster, but also the additions in your coaching staff. And for assistant coach Ryan Anderson, he brings his coaching style primarily from the Knoll, North American Hockey League. How has the mesh been so far throughout this camp?
Oh, it's been really good. So the thing that he's brought is the teaching aspect, right? So when you have 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, right, you're still teaching them the game. You're still teaching them where positionally they need to be, system, structure, things like that. So for us, as we've gone through our systems and our video and our preparation, we've taken what he has done at a different level and implemented it here. So we have come up with better ways to teach our players, better ways to understand the systems for our players, but we've also made it a little easier and a little simpler, because at this point we're dealing with men. We're dealing with guys anywhere from 21 to 33 years old. So in some aspect, they need to come in here and understand what hockey is already. There is still a teaching aspect to it, but we're not investing as much time teaching. We still are developing. We're still working on skills. We're still trying to make them better, but we need to be ready to go right off the hop. And that's what we've had to try to implement these past 6 days of camp.
Of course, the ultimate goal out of any time you take the ice against an opponent is a victory. Here in the preseason, a little different given the scale of your roster and finding that correct core you want heading into game one that really counts. What are some of the most important aspects you're hoping to get out of the game in Adirondack and then back here against the Thunder on Saturday?
Well, the first is the compete level. So we touched on that earlier. Like, how are they going to play? How are they going to work? What is their effort level? What is their compete? What are they going to do when they make a mistake? How are they going to respond? So I told them anytime we touch the ice and we're playing a game, we're here to win. Like, it's just because it's preseason doesn't mean that we're just out there floating around just going through the motions. Like, we have implemented systems. We expect those systems to be put in place, and that's what we're there to judge and evaluate as a coaching staff. But like I said, we're here to see how they play as hockey players now at this point, individually and as a team.
Coach, thank you for the time. Best luck against Adirondack. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thanks.